Today we are going to continue from where we stopped in our last tutorial, which was how the terminal is useful to a developer. So without too much talk, let's dive in and get messy with the terminal. For me to access my terminal on a MacBook, I'll use the F4 keyboard and search for terminal and hit enter. So this is how the terminal looks like on my MacBook. So I'm just gonna increase it a little bit so we can see what's going on. So I'm so sorry for that. Just give me a minute. Right. This is how the terminal looks like on a Mac. First thing we are going to do is we want to check the name of our terminal or the username of our terminal. On a MacBook only displays the username, but if you're on Windows and you type in the command I'm going to show you, it will display both the name and username of your command prompt. But on a Mac, it only display the username. So to do that, to check the username of our command prompt or terminal, we use this command, who am I, and I hit enter. Currently, if you look at it very well, you see it's only showing me my username, and my username is called user. And if you use this same command on Windows, it's going to show you your name and the username. So next thing we are going to do is I'll show you how you can print a text, a hello world on your command prompt. And it's very simple to print hello world on your command prompt. Is very simple. Terminal is very simple. To do that on a Mac, we use echo and hello world. Hit my enter. You see, that is a successful command. It has printed hello world on my terminal. That is it. Very simple. Just use the echo and then you quote the text you want to print. Hello world. So next thing we are going to do is, before we move into another stuff, there are things I want to show. There are commands or keywords that are very important that you need to know, and that is very useful. There are commands we use to check our current directory, known as the current location or the current folder where you are. There are commands we use to navigate from one directory to another. There are commands we use to check the list of all the files we have in our folder. There are commands we use to delete folders with warning and without warning. There are commands we use to create folders and also create files from the terminal. So the first thing I'm going to show you is command we use to check our current location in our terminals. For me to know my current location or my current directory where I am on my terminal, I will use the pwd. The pwd helps you to know your current directory or where you are. So if I hit enter, see it's showing me I'm in my users directory. And to navigate from one directory to the another, we use the cd. The cd helps you to move from one directory to another, or from one folder to another. Let me show you what I'm talking about. So if I want to move to my desktop, if you look very well, I'm in my users directory. So if I want to move to my desktop directory, I'll use the cd desktop, hit enter. So for me to confirm if I'm really in my desktop directory, remember I told you earlier to check your current location or your current directory or current folder where you are, you use the pwd. So I'm going to use that now to check if I've successfully moved from my user directory to the desktop directory. So I'll use the pwd, enter. Currently now I'm in my desktop directory. And also there are commands we also use to check the list of everything we have on a directory or you have in your folder. which is ls. If I use this ls and with a command, hit my command, it show me everything I have in my desktop directory, both the pictures, both the subfolders, everything there, it will show me. So if I use ls and I hit enter keyword, it shows me everything, both the pictures I have, videos I have, everything, subfolders, everything. So I'm just gonna clear this window. That is it, and that is it. So those are the major important commands you should know. PD to check your current location, cd to move from one directory or folder to another, ls to check the list of everything that is in the current directory where you are, and you can use the rm to delete files or that or folder. So before we move forward, I will show you how you can create a folder, how you can create a file inside the folder, and how you can delete the folder, and how you can delete the file. First thing we are going to do is create a folder. Let's check our current directory, desktop. I want to create a folder in my desktop right now. To do that, I'll use the make directory. This is used to create a folder in anywhere you are. So I'll use make directory and then any name you want to call the folder. Currently, I want to call this folder project. I'll hit enter. If you look very well, I've created a project folder and it is empty. There's nothing there right now. Close it. I want to create another folder. So to create another folder, I'll use the same command, make directory, and I'll call this one directory. Okay, I hit enter. I've created another directory. So I want to create files inside each of them. To create files inside each of them, I'll have to navigate inside the directory and then create a file inside of it. So to navigate inside each of these directory or folder I've created, I'll use cd and then the name. I want to move into our project directory and create a file. I'll use cd project and then hit enter. To confirm if I'm there, I'll use my pwd. Currently I'm in my project folder, so I want to create a file inside this project folder. To do that, I'll use this command touch and then the name of the file you want to create. You can use this command to create a PDF file, you can use to create a Python file, you can use to create a text file, any kind of file. So let's create three different kind of files inside this project folder. So I'll use touch, I'll create hello.py, a Python file. I'll create another one, touch hello.txt, a text file. I'll create another one, touch hello.pdf, a PDF file. And to check if this file I've created was successful, remember to use ls to list. So this ls will list all the content I have inside this project directory. So to check it, I'll use ls, I hit enter. Look at it, I have this, and this. So I've successfully created it. Damn, if to confirm, if I open the folder, you can see it. Remember when I opened it earlier, there was nothing there. So we have successfully created a file. So how can I delete these files? If I want to delete the file, there are two ways to delete these files. You can delete this file without warning. If you want to get a warning like, do you want to remove the file, yes or no? Or you can delete the file without getting any warning. So I'll show you how you can delete the file without getting any warning. So to do that, you use the rm and then the name of the file you want to delete. I want to delete the hello.txt file. Hit enter. And to confirm it was deleted, let me check the list and check if the hello.txt will still be there. See, it's gone. I just deleted this without getting any warning. I open my project to confirm. Look at, it's gone. We don't have it again. So what if I want to delete it, and then to be sure you want to get a warning? Are you sure you want to remove it? Yes or no? So to do that, I'll use the rm, and you use the I flag. Yes, you use the I flag with this thing added in front of the rm. It will help to tell you, are you sure you want to remove this or not? So let's remove the Python file and confirm so you see what I'm talking about. See, we get a warning say remove hello.py. You use y for yes, I want to remove it, and you use n for no, I don't want to remove it, but we want to remove it. We use yes. We hit enter, and I'll check the list again. Only hello.pdf we have. I'll open the folder. Look at, it's gone. I'll clear the screen. So that is how you can create a folder and create file inside the folder and delete file inside the folder. There are different ways you can delete folder. To delete an empty, the command you use to delete an empty folder is different from the command you will use to delete a folder that has files inside of it. Remember, let's check our directory folder. This is our directory folder. This folder called directory is empty. I want to delete it. And this folder called project is not empty. So there are two ways to delete it. So to delete an empty folder, you use remove directory and then the name of the folder you want to delete. Remember, this only works for empty folder, but let's try it on this folder that is called project, that has files in it. Project. Hit enter. You see what you see? Project, no such ls. Okay, it's not going to work because we are not in our desktop, because currently we don't have any file or any directory called project. So we need to move out from here, because let's check. We look at where we are in our project directory, and if we use ls, there is nothing called project. There's no such file or directory called project. So I need to go back to my desktop directory, because this project folder is in my desktop directory. So I need to go back to my desktop directory before I can delete the project itself. So to go back to the desktop, you use cd and two dots, hit enter. So currently now, let's check where I am. I'm on my desktop directory. Remember, before I was in my project directory. Now I'm on my desktop directory. I want to delete this project folder. To delete that, let's use that remove directory. This only works for folder that are empty, but let's just try it on our project and you see what it's going to show us. See, project directory not empty, it's not going to work. So let us delete a folder that is empty with that command, remove directory, and then remember the directory that is empty is this one. The folder that is empty is called this one. I'll hit enter. You see, it has worked successfully. The folder has been deleted. So next thing I'm going to show you is how can we delete a folder that has file inside of it. To delete a folder that has file inside of it, we use let's first of all, before we delete, let's check where we are. pwd. I'm in my desktop. Let me clear the screen. To remove or to delete a directory from your command prompt, you will use this command, which is I remove space. You use the, what is it called, the R flag. Yes, we use the R flag to delete directories or folders that are not empty. So if I want to delete my project directory that is not empty, it's deleted successfully without any warning. And if you want to delete with warning, remember to add warning, you will add the I flag, and then this R, and then you delete the any folder you want to delete. For example, I want to delete this folder called library. I want to delete this folder called library, and then I'll hit enter. It will tell me examine the file. Do you want to delete? I'll just say no, I don't want to delete. I'll hit enter. So I still keep my library because I don't want to delete it. That is how you can create your folder and create your files, delete your files, and delete your directories. And in our next tutorial, I will show you more stuff you can do with your terminal. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next tutorial. Yeah.